Hi everyone. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about office selection. It's a really important topic. A lot of you are going to be opening offices or maybe have an office and you want to change, either enlarge or reduce the amount of space that you've got. And what we thought we would do is put together just a few tips of an approach that you might like to take when you're selecting a new office for you to work from. Obviously, there's so many different things that you need to take into account. It's not just the security matters when you're selecting a new office, and there's a lot of people that you need to involve as well as yourselves as managers and the staff that you work with, but also your beneficiaries, and if you have any management or trustees, then you need to be interacting with them, and they're going to be interested in a lot of things like cost and price, and as well as the neighbourhood. What I've come up with is just a kind of layered approach that you could take. On this diagram here, I've got 5 different layers that I've gone from the top, which is blue, right down to grey, which is internal. And so starting with the external point, the furthest away, it is important, and do have a think about the routes that you've got. How easy is it to get there, or difficult? Are the roads in a good condition? Is there street lighting? Are there many large vehicles? Are there even roads? So have a look at the infrastructure and the amenities that are around, and do some research as well into other organisations that are in that area. It might be that you want to locate near some friendly organisations as well. Have a look out as you're driving around that outer rim, so layer number 1, at the hazards that you think that there might be as well, and list those down. As you get closer, say layer 2 into a 500 metre approach, just start to look in more detail about the state and the upkeep of the building, the street lighting. We've already talked about the routes and hazards, but have a more careful look, because it's for sure that those who you work with and those who work for you are going to want to feel safe as they move around. Layer 3, the immediate area around the building. So is there parking that you would want? What are the systems that are of security there? Are there guards? Are there many other people around, and at what sort of times of day are they around? Is it just busy in the middle of the day, or is it busy throughout the night? It's worthwhile doing a few visits just to see how things operate and line it up with the times that you would be typically there as well. You get to the perimeter of the building, so layer 4, and this is the experience that people are going to be having when they enter into the office. The reception or the door of the office does say a lot about you as an organisation. So what security systems are there? Is there just a door? Or is there a gate? Are the walls covered with any barbed wire or security cameras or floodlighting, things like that? Is it working? How well is it kept? Have a look at also the kind of natural physical barriers that might be in place, large plants and things like that. Here in London, that's a typical way of increasing the security. So it gives you a general idea of how secure the building would be. And as you move internally into the building, do also consider how easily that you can move around this workplace. So is it easy to get in, and is it well signposted? Are there nice health and safety signs? At the moment, you might be wanting to think about the COVID restrictions, but do have a look and think about the fire safety things that are in there, and the lighting in general, natural light. How does that feel to you? Does it represent what you want to look like as an organisation to those that are coming to work and visit you there? So really, it's just getting that feeling of, does it feel safe or not? And if it's not, then make a note of it and why that isn't the case. And when you're looking around, it's likely that you'll be talking to a representative of the building, an estate agent or a landlord. So do ask them about what their safety and security record is in the past. How do they deal with that? What processes do they have in place as well for upkeeping the building and maintaining its security? Because that will be reassuring, and you're surely going to have to report back to others and compare it with other organisations. So do think about that. Have a look at and ask questions about the running and the business continuity of the place as well. So you might want to think about backup generators or power, internet. How well does that work? All of these things put into a small report that you can then use, and that will define the property that you want to go into. Now, that's just a kind of simple overview of a visit. It'd be your first preliminary visit, and you'll be doing other work as well. And there are some resources that we've got available, and we're happy to talk to you about security audits of the building that you might actually be in, because you might want to find some solutions for that, or for staying. Moving is an expensive business, so do think about this carefully. I find it a really interesting topic. I'm really interested to chat to you. I know Jav is as well. So just give us a shout. I hope today's been useful just as an initial pointer of how I would approach it. And stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching and listening.